It was a moonless night, the air thick with an eerie silence as Jake pulled into the desolate True Gas station. On the outskirts of town, the flickering neon sign buzzed ominously, casting long shadows that danced with the gentle sway of the dying wind. As Jake stepped out of his car, the only sound was the distant howl of a lone coyote, the gas station attendant. An elderly man with tired eyes emerged from the shadows. His crooked smile hinted at a lifetime of stories etched into the lines of his weathered face. Reluctantly, Jake handed over his credit card, the magnetic strip making an unsettling hum as it processed. The old man's eyes never left Jake, a knowing gaze that sent shivers down his spine as the fuel pump clicked to life. The station's dim lights seemed to flicker in rhythm. An unsettling feeling crept over Jake, a primal instinct warning him of unseen dangers. He glanced around, catching glimpses of movement in the darkness. A distant sound, like whispers carried by the wind, echoed through the empty station. The old man leaned in, his voice barely a whisper, recounting tales of strange occurrences that plagued the True Gas station. Legend has it, he began, that shadows come alive when the clock strikes midnight. They say lost souls linger here, trapped between this world and the next. Jake's skepticism faded as the old man spoke, his words weaving a tapestry of supernatural dread. Suddenly the lights went out, plunging the station into darkness. Panic seized Jake as he fumbled for his phone, the feeble glow revealing ghostly figures emerging from the shadows. Wisps of ethereal mist danced around him, their haunting whispers growing louder. In the distance, an otherworldly apparition materialized, a spectral figure with hollow eyes. The old man's voice echoed, warning Jake that the spirits demanded a toll for passing through their realm. Desperation set in as Jake realized he was entangled in a macabre dance with the supernatural. The gas pump continued to dispense fuel, its mechanical hum blending with the haunting symphony of the night. With a sudden gust of wind, the apparitions vanished, leaving Jake alone in the darkness. The lights flickered back to life, revealing the True Gas station as it appeared by day. The old man, now absent, left Jake questioning the thin veil that separates the living from the spectral. As he sped away, the echoes of the old man's warning lingered in Jake's mind. The True Gas station stood as a testament to the tales that whispered through the night, a place for a reality, and the supernatural intertwined, forever etching its horror into those who dared to pass through its shadowed gates. The night was draped in an inky blackness as Emily's car sputtered to a halt near the mysterious True Gas station. The air was heavy with an unnatural silence, and the flickering neon sign cast ominous shadows on the cracked pavement. As she stepped out, a cold breeze whispered through the desolation, sending a shiver down her spine. The lone attendant, an enigmatic figure with piercing eyes, emerged from the shadows, his face veiled in a half-smile that held more secrets than words could convey. Emily handed over her credit card, the magnetic strip emitting an eerie hum as the transaction processed. The attendant's gaze seemed to penetrate her very soul, as if he could sense the fear that lingered beneath her composed exterior. The gas pump clicked to life, and Emily couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The station's dim lights flickered in unison with the rhythmic hum of the pump, creating an unsettling atmosphere that played tricks on her senses. Curiosity overcame her, and Emily hesitantly inquired about the rumors surrounding the true gas station. The attendant's eyes gleamed with a mixture of caution and fascination as he began to recount tales that transcended the boundaries of reason. Legends spoke of a spectral presence that manifested when the clock struck midnight, at time when the veil between the living and the otherworldly grew thin. Emily's skepticism waned as the old man's narrative unfolded, painting a canvas of horror that gripped her imagination. Abruptly, the station plunged into darkness, and Emily found herself surrounded by shadows that seemed to dance with a life of their own. Whispers, ethereal and haunting, reverberated through the air, creating a symphony of the supernatural. In the heart of the darkness, a ghostly figure materialized, the embodiment of a long-lost soul seeking solace. The old man's voice echoed in Emily's ears, warning her that the spirits demanded a toll for intruding upon their realm. Panic set in as Emily grappled with the unseen forces that enveloped her. The gas pump continued its mechanical ballet, dispelling fuel into her car, while the spectral figures closed in. Each step carried an otherworldly weight, as if the spirits themselves were walking through the boundaries of perception. Then, as swiftly as it began, the darkness lifted. The lights flickered back to life, and Emily found herself alone in the restored reality of the true gas station. The old attendant had vanished, leaving her to grapple with the surreal experience that defied explanation. As she drove away, the echoes of the old man's warning lingered in Emily's mind, a haunting reminder of the night she ventured into the enigmatic realm of the true gas station, a place where reality and the supernatural danced in a macabre waltz, etching indelible horror into the memories of those who dared to traverse its shadowed gates. The wind whispered through the skeletal branches of the trees as Sarah's car coasted to a stop in front of the enigmatic true gas station. The neon sign, barely flickering, tainted the night with an eerie glow, casting long shadows that seemed to writhe with unseen energy. A lone figure emerged from the shadows, a stoic attendant with eyes that held the weight of unspoken stories. Sarah, fueled by a curious blend of fear and fascination, handed over her credit card, the magnetic strip emitting an unsettling hum as it processed. The gas pump clicked to life, and the rhythmic hum seemed to sync with the distant howls of a coyote. An unnerving sensation settled in the air, and Sarah's senses sharpened as she became acutely aware of her surroundings. Determined to unravel the mysteries shrouding the true gas station, Sarah cautiously inquired about the stories whispered through the night. The attendant's response unfolded a tapestry of chilling legends of spectral entities that roamed freely when the clock struck midnight, seeking solace for untold sorrows. As Sarah listened, skepticism melted away, replaced by a haunting sense of foreboding. The old man's words echoed through the night, painting a vivid picture of a supernatural realm that coexisted with the mundane reality of the gas station. Abruptly, the lights flickered and died, plunging the station into an impenetrable darkness. Sarah's heart raced as shadows seemed to converge, taking on a life of their own. Whispers, like ethereal tendrils, slithered through the void, creating an otherworldly symphony that resonated in her bones. In the heart of the darkness, A ghostly figure materialized as specter from a forgotten era. The old man's voice returned, cautioning Sarah that the spirits demanded a toll for those who trespassed into their ethereal domain. Panic set in as Sarah grappled with the intangible forces that surrounded her. The gas pump continued its mechanical dance, oblivious to the supernatural theater unfolding. Each step she took felt like traversing a boundary between the known and the unknowable. Then, as swiftly as it began, the darkness receded. The lights flickered back to life, revealing an empty gas station bathed in the pale glow of artificial illumination. The old attendant had vanished, leaving Sarah alone with the echoes of a realm that defied comprehension. As she drove away, the echoes of the old man's warning lingered in Sarah's mind, a chilling reminder of the night she ventured into the depths of Midnight Hollow, where the true gas station stood as a mysterious gateway between reality and the haunting unknown, etching indelible horror into the fabric of her memories.